Hello, my beautiful friends. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me right now, so good morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Um, I wanted to post a video just talking about all that's been going on these past few weeks, few months for me and for a lot of people, and maybe you as well. There's just been a lot of cleaning out. Um, it's kind of been required of me to just settle down and let things be, to relax for an extended period of time, allow things to just flow and not be focused on my business, on worrying about money, on any of that stuff, but allowing myself to just be, just relax. And I just feel, I'm starting to feel so recharged. Um, Granted, it's not like I just relaxed and did nothing else, because of course there's still plenty of things that I have to do every day that that's a requirement to live in this world, and I still do those. But the times in between, I've been spending a lot of time just sitting in the sun or in meditation, and it was so needed. It's been a fairly stressful year. The whole year was revolved around the whole first half of the year revolved around relocating from Portland, Maine, down to Georgia, which I am at now, and I've been here for 5 months or so. And yeah, I was just exhausted, but also beyond that, just physicality level, I feel like the energetic shifting that's going on right now was at a point where we were all called to do that kind of stop and release. And I recognized it from past experience, and knew that if I struggled against it, something would happen. Most likely, which my experience in the past is that you know I have rolled an ankle and been on crutches for weeks to slow down, and gotten sick, which I actually did. I was sick for a month because I guess even when you know these things, you still fight against it. Um, but it feels like right now we're moving into we've kind of moved through that, and we're into a point where things are starting to bubble up again. Things are starting to come to the surface again, and it feels like with all this releasing, it's so important to come back into a state of balance. And I have an event coming up on Sunday, which is all about this. It's all about relaxing, releasing, and allowing our energy centers to come back into a state of alignment, working together and flowing together. And from that alignment, from that attunement, um, using that as an opportunity to realign with our soul's purpose, our intention for actually being here in this space during this time, during this change. Um, and that's also a reflection of what I have going on in my life. Just the deep relaxing period where I did nothing, moving into this period now where things are starting to come to the surface. I'm starting to reassess what I'm doing. You know, I love what I do. I'm so blessed that I get to do what I do for a living, which is music in several different forms. You might know me from doing the sound healing work, but I'm also a teacher. I still teach guitar a couple days a week, and I'm going to be moving into teaching sound healing. That's something that's on my it's been on my list of things to do for like 2 years or more, but I'm really feeling the call to move into that coming into 2023. Um, but yeah, it feels really important at this time to just kind of allow ourselves to rebalance. Whether you come to my event to experience this, it's something that we're going to have to come back to continually as well, because it's always cyclical. It's not like the releasing is done and now we move into the period where we're balancing, and then we move into the period where we're manifesting. It's always cyclical. You're always going through cycles, but this seemed like a very large cycle of release. It was a little bit more potent than it's been for me in probably a decade. Um, yeah, which is, I'm grateful that I had been through this before, and that I recognized it and allowed myself this time, because I feel so recharged right now, so in alignment with what I'm doing, and a renewed excitement to actually move forward and get to these things that I haven't actually been able to get to, like teaching sound healing and moving into some other things, which I'll talk about at another later time. But yeah, I hope that you are honoring whatever you are being asked to do, relaxing, releasing, and allowing yourself to get to a place where you find that renewed connectivity and are able to realign with the highest path for yourself. So yeah, the event I was talking about is coming up on this Sunday, December 4th. And there'll be, a link to that wherever you're watching this video if you want to check it out. But regardless of if that's what calls to you or not, I just, I invite you to take the time to do what is calling to you. Don't just push it down because you have other things going on in your life that you deem more important, because the societal structures make you think that. Take the time for yourself in whatever way that is. It's so, so important. Cheers. And yeah, until next time.